Much as well. So ACC and Ambuja, and we'll get to Ambuja Cements in just a bit. For the time being, let's hop across to Vivek. He's joining in to tell us what analysts are making of MSCI's statement and the potential impact it could have on the Adani Group stocks. Vivek?
Well, absolutely right. So largely in line with what Nimish just mentioned, there are a few stocks that are unlikely to be impacted. So what we did is we actually spoke to a whole host of analysts who are quant specialists and who track the MSCI indices and the potential impact quite closely. So what we understand is that this is the likely impact that could come after tomorrow's statement. So Adani Enterprises, there is a likely potential sale of close to $180 to $200 million of outflow, which is equivalent to 1 to 3 days of the average traded volume or average daily volume. When you're talking about Adani Total Gas, a potential sale or outflow of close to $100 to $120 million between 13 to 17 days of the ADV. And Adani Transmission, a potential sale of close to $160 to $180 million, which is 12 to 14 days of the ADV. Now, the other stocks that are part of the index but which are unlikely to be impacted, at least in the Feb index review, are Adani Ports, Adani Green, Adani Power, Ambuja Cement and ACC. So they believe that at least in the Feb review, these stocks won't be impacted. But again, MSCI could have a relook at these stocks and their weightage within the MSCI Global Standard Index come the May review.
Vivek, just on the three names that you mentioned, right, and those numbers that you put out, what is the basis for analysts to put these numbers out? Because I mean, how are they kind of coming up with these numbers?
The first thing is what they're actually having a look at is the fact that what is the total holding or what is the tracking as per yesterday's close, and today there's been quite a bit of volatility. So what they've actually looked at is yesterday's close. So with that, what they've done is they've taken a weightage or a reduction factor, in some cases 25 basis points, in some cases 50 basis points. Now, what quant analysts are telling me is that there's no real precedent to this particular move. So, they couldn't take anything particularly, or they couldn't take a factor of, let's say, 25 basis points or a 50 basis points reduction because there is no precedent. So what they've done is they've used their judgment in this particular factor, and that is why we are getting a range for the outflow figures that could happen come tomorrow. But there will be clarity on this, come MSCI's announcement tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Vivek, thank you for that. That's an important point. I mean, even as you see those numbers up on the screen, it's largely like a qualitative judgment which these analysts are making. So we don't know. I think that's the, we'll have to wait for MSCI in terms of what they do. Jonathan Sheasel is with us, Deputy Chief Investment Officer at Westminster Asset Management. We also have Dilip Bhatt joining in, market veteran. Great to have both of you here, gentlemen. Appreciate